Okay, so start off, no food changes. The only food change we've had so far from AJ is the slight bump up in carbs on Thursday. Not sure if that's going to translate over into tomorrow's rest day because Thursday was a rest day. Tomorrow's a rest day. Our usual rest days are Thursday and Sunday. After tracking fluid for the first time on a training day yesterday, I'm intaking 9 liters, around 9 to 10 liters on a training day. And rest day, I'm at around 6 to 7 liters. And that's totally okay to undulate that kind of non-training day fluid and training day fluid per AJ's clear on that. Sodium too, I am intaking 4 to 4.5k milligrams extra sodium just from seasonings and sauces, which I didn't expect. So it's a great thing that we started to weigh those things out as AJ's per guidance. He says not to worry too much about those little things like that, just because all those little nuances will matter way more as we get deeper into prep. And right now we still have time to mobilize more body fat. So we're gonna ride into the first show with a pretty simple peak. Not a lot of food increased, mostly just a de-output side of things. So probably training wise, step wise, and potentially some cardio for sure. And watch, the fluid kind of flush off and us get sharper as a result of that. Both excited to see how the fluid drop off looks going to next week. Nasal dilators do make a difference unless yesterday something was just off because this is the lowest sleep score I've had going into a day. So probably a combination of the compression boots and nasal dilators that I need to have in. So yeah, that's the only difference I didn't have in last night. I didn't have the nasal dilators in. But readiness is good. It's at an 87. I don't know if you guys could see. But yeah, I was kind of shocked to see that this morning, the sleep score right there. So we'll have them back in. We only took them out because I think it was cutting the inside of my nose a little bit. But honestly, I could care less. Sleep matters more than a little cut in my nose. Good morning, guys. It's Monday, so happy Monday. We got the adjustments from AJ this morning. So took our shots as usual, but I don't want to keep recording shots. I feel like it's redundant and repetitive. So adjustments for today, we're actually increasing carbs going into our training day, which is our first training day increase in carbs, just to fill out a little bit more going into the show. All right, face tracking just kind of went wonk, but we are adding in 40 grams of carbs into our bison meal, which prior to peak week this week, we had taken out, which I'm sure will be the case again after the show number 1 this week. Just gonna have the carbs taken out again. But 40 grams of carbs, just filling out. We bridged the gap yesterday we're starting to slowly bridge the gap between rest day and training day carbs, just to maintain this overall fullness look into the first show. But we're also reducing steps to 9K from 10, which is just a 1,000 step drop. I have been going over the 10K mark. I'm at like 11K honestly, so I'm gonna try my best today to keep it pretty level. They're at around 8 to 9K realistically, because I can't be like 100% at 9K. I track my steps through my phone just because I don't like having on my watch the entire day. Defeats the purpose of the watch, and I think what's the point of changing how I track my steps right now this deep into prep? I can always do that after the show. So aside from that, let's take a look at the other adjustments from this week. No changes to fluid, no changes to electrolytes. We talked about the 40 carbs. Today is a push day, just a normal session. No changes to volume or intensity. We talked about packing too. So I'm gonna be pretty much just bringing my whole life with me, as AJ says, to Washington. Bring my rice cooker, bring my compression boots, bring my nasal strips, pretty much everything. So yeah, cruising into the show, no drastic manipulations, and yeah, all set for a good Tuesday tomorrow. For yesterday's carb increase, we only gained 0.2 pounds, which is awesome, even with an hour earlier weigh-in today, just because couldn't really get back to bed after we woke up earlier, so we just decided to just stay up. And we had a little bit of eczema kick in last night, so we had some times we woke up in the middle of the night to also take a piss too. But yeah, very happy with the response off of a 40-gram of carb increase, 0.2 pounds up. Another person could have bumped up like a pound in weight the next day off of that 40-gram of carb increase. So same food setup as yesterday, guys. From that 40-gram carb increase, we're keeping that into today. Nothing more, nothing less. Just because we don't want to overspill into this first show and just keep conditioning from the rear side. The front, according to AJ, looks really good and probably can fill out a lot more than the rear, but the rear is probably more susceptible to spilling over, especially because we have like a fat layer under our left glute, which will definitely be prominent in terms of spillage if we fill that up or overfill going into this first show. Another day of peak week, guys. Officially Wednesday, so that is Thursday, Friday, 3 days out. I know these updates daily are pretty quick, but realistically for the first show, there's not any drastic manipulations we're going to make to fluid or electrolytes, so it's just realistically a combination of de-outputting and increased food slightly. De-output side of things, we moved steps to 8K yesterday and we hit that mark. Today was supposed to be a leg day if it were a normal week, but we are taking legs out because we want the legs to come in as fresh as possible. And most people won't be training legs into the show. Usually it's like a 5 to like 7 days out type of deal. For me, it's 7 days. Some people even look better with their legs trained, but it's very rare. Usually you accumulate a lot of fluid through training legs. So I'm like the crispest, the freshest I've been so far. It's only gonna get better as we go into stage. So yesterday I actually found out that there might not be a pro card given for this show. And in my mind, it kind of let off some of the pressure. I know pressure is a good thing sometimes, but I kind of rewired my mind into just placing the best I can, which is what it should be. But that's where it's at now, and I want to keep that mindset going into the show, just because whether it's a pro card or not, yes, if it's a pro card, that means that this show does align with my overall goals for the season, which is to compete in LA Worlds. That's the number one goal, because we live in LA, one. We can invite all family, friends, athletes that we coach too that are here in LA. But if there's no pro card, then we'll just go for another show. Simple as that. I know these videos are titled like 1 week out, 2 weeks out, but it's a 1 week out, 2 weeks out from seasons, like official show seasons where you have multiple shows bundled in one season. My last show season, I did back-to-back shows. So like 1 week I did a show, next week I did another show, which is not optimal from a peaking standpoint, I like to think. But it wasn't really a long season. This is going to be a long season, so it's going to be fun, guys. Super nice place we got here. You ready to drop off our stuff and go grocery shopping?
Yeah, of course.
No, but let's see if they actually have equipment that we can use so we don't have to go to the gym. Alright, so what we got here?
Some treadmills.
Treadmills.
Bike.
What else do we got?
Elliptical. Ooh. I'm a fan of the elliptical.
Alright, I'll check it out tomorrow morning. Oh, here you go. So, we're doing pull tomorrow. There's a lat pull down bar. Hopefully with different attachments. There's a chest press.
Don't want to record the man.
Yep. He's getting his lifted.
He is.
Maybe he's competing too.
Maybe.
What does that mean?
It's for hearing impaired people.
Oh, I thought it meant like no piercings allowed or something. Just kidding.
Did you request a room like this? Did you say you had a disability?
Hey, the more amenities, the better, right?
I mean, the only difference is that you want to see, look. That's what it does.
Apparently, Seattle has safe to drink tap water, unlike LA. So we're just gonna enjoy not having to buy water.
Well,
and just have water from the sink.
well,
Nature's water.
isn't water in LA technically safe to drink too?
But
I'm not saying
everything in LA is dirty.
Yeah. And this is our result.
Rice cooker.
The rice
$30.
cooker.
That's gonna stay here in Washington. It's a little too big. One day out, guys. We definitely overshot the steps yesterday because there's too much traveling. We were set to hit 6K, but we probably did like 9K. So today is going to be 5K. Let's see if we could do that. That's why I sat down right now to prepare everything for today and tomorrow. So today we're bumping up food just a little bit just to fill out the back a little bit more. But overall, the de-outputting side of things, in training, because steps we haven't been the best at just because of having to do things daily, traveling, packing, and so on, has really improved the physique in terms of freshness, according to AJ. So we are adding in a good amount of carb. That's what I will say. 25 grams of raw jasmine rice to the post-workout meal, and 25 grams of cream of rice to the pre-workout meal. So let's get that set up in our temporary rental rice cooker, which is realistically not a rental. It's just going to stay here in Washington. Gotta make sure I sit today. 125 grams of rice means 250 grams of water. We'll come back after we eat our breakfast, which Alex's breakfast is going to be the traditional breakfast. Mine's going to be my usual pre-workout meal.
And my vitamins.
Water? Full glass?
3/4.
That's 3/4 for sure. What am I doing? I just put my cap in this bottle.
It's because you're doing 20 things at once. That's all.
Yeah.
Glad that you landed safe and sound and all as well. I thought I'd just make a quick video for you here. Number one, to tell you how awesome you look this morning. Superb, mate. Like, literally spot on. The final little bit of condition that we needed for show 1 has literally come through over the course of the last 2 days. Literally the last couple of days, bud. And I know that in your head, you'll be looking at your weigh-in trend and you'll be like, I'm surely flat. However, with your expenditure coming down, with your training fatigue dropping off, and with food staying stable, you basically just pulled off a lot of fatigue and a lot of body fluid, especially body fluid that was sitting on your glutes and hams, more so from the back than from the front. But you actually, in this update, Nate, you have a lot of pop to your physique. You know, even in an unfed, unpumped state.
Their food versus my food. Yum. I'll prefer my food any day.
Bare continental breakfast is like always okay.
I usually like it when I have the chance to eat it. Let's go get bronzed up. got a little bit lightheaded after we got out of the car.
All right.
Alrighty, let's
We're
go.
getting ready to go check in. All right, let's go, big fella.
Let's go.
Get on up in there.
Thank you.
Hey, boss. Good. 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 Awesome.
What's your name?
Andrew.
Oh, Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. I think I've got you here. Andrew, so just check in with Lisa. And so the package you purchased.
Hi, Andrew. Do you have your buttons?
I do have a
Give them back. You don't get them until you pass your time.
yeah, sure.
How are you?
Good. And yourself?
I am doing very well. Thank you so much. Okay, so.
Guess what?
What?
There was an issue with the tin.
What was the issue?
Do you see it on me or no? So they said apparently you're not supposed to use shaving cream the week of the show because it makes it like
Slippery.
well, it gives you there's oils in shaving cream. So they said like it didn't get as dark because of that. But she said she'll touch me up tomorrow. So she said it might settle in tonight or it will settle in tonight. So and I'm still tan, I think.
I mean, you're not as dark as I remember you being
That was too dark, I think.
the other time. You are tanned.
But
You're like-
I feel like that was too dark anyway.
You're like a nice tanned, in my opinion, right now.
I never thought I'd be having steak, potatoes, and chocolate. It's a surprisingly enjoyable combination when you're on prep. Bronzed up and ready to go. So Alex is exploring right now, and we would totally go with her, but unlike the other days of the peak week, we're not trying to over exceed our step count. So we're good on steps right now. We're at around 3K, and we're set to hit around 5K by end of night, which is where we want to be. Past few days, you guys know that I've been overshooting the steps a little bit too much. So, yeah, I mean, if I had more steps to give, I would definitely explore with her, but just not time for that right now. We can always explore after the show. Last meal of the day, guys. Last meal of one day out. Next time we have a meal, we're officially going to be on show day. So, I know it's not the end of the line right now. It's more so just feeling like I finally made it to season. It's going to be a pretty lengthy season, but you know, first show always sets the tone for the rest of the season, guys. So I'm going to just stay in my own lane today, and I'm going to just do my best and pretty much try to give a good show for tomorrow for the audience, for the people who contributed to making this show, the promoter, everybody else, and the kind of outcome is already set in stone. You know, what can you do besides bring yourself and your best package to date? Last meal of the day, 50 grams of oats, same fruit setup. If you guys saw my training day diet, it's the fruit pie, same thing. It's the 100 grams of berries, 100 grams of banana alongside the whey and oats. Obviously, big thank you to AJ. I'm going to see him in person come October. He's all the way across the world, but at the same time, he's done so much for me. Some of my other teammates in America would love to meet AJ in person, and I get that kind of privilege of doing so. So come October time, which is a month from now, it's gonna be a real honor to train amongst the natural British, because British naturals are just a different caliber of natural. Now, hopefully, here in the USA, we increase the standard of natural bodybuilding to the standard of the UK. Obviously, tomorrow, guys, I'm going to be backstage, so we're not going to be filming a whole lot of content. But in the meantime, cheers to the final meal. I will catch you guys tomorrow in the morning for our shots with the kind of bronze added to our skin color.
Any updates?
Just ready to go. Ready to go.
Show day. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm sure you have like 20,000 things going on in your head right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to condense it down to one, which is getting there right now, so.
Well, step by step. First step, get to the car. Second step, while we're driving, you could do whatever you need to do. Can I just show how cool this building is? It's like cloudy, but like it still looks so cool.
Come here. Thank you for coming and supporting me today. I love you.
Love you.
I wouldn't be able to tan, exfoliate, and get my mind off of the show if it weren't for you. You're a good distraction to kind of level my head. In the show, yes. In the back, is that way or this way?
Follow the sidewalk.
Okay, thank you so much.
Quarter turn.
She said I'm competing for a pro card.
Side chest.
I'm tearing up right now. It's crazy.
Relax. Side tricep.
Last meal, guys, pre-stage. You know the drill. Cream of rice.
Parents for their constant support of nature, Coach AJ Morris for bringing out my full potential as an athlete, and my own athletes for inspiring this prep kickoff. Welcome to the stage, number 18, Andrew Lim.
Physique. Let's hear it for him. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Eighth place winner today is number 2, Raphael. Fifth place goes to number 24, Craig. The top 3 athletes in this class actually qualify for Amateur Worlds. Third place goes to number 1, Jesse Bika. Your second place winner is number 31, Michael Louise, which means your first place winner in new WNBF Pro and Classic Physique is number 18, Andrew Lim. Gentlemen, strike a pose. Can I have everyone exit except for 1 through 3? So can I have 18, 31, and 1 stay on the stage? The top 3, and can we get a picture? Okay, from Seattle, Washington. He originally comes from Florida. He has been training for 6 years and currently self.
You know, getting this feels like a miracle in a way, because it wasn't meant to be this way in terms of getting a pro card. They originally had 6 competitors out of 8, and they don't give pro cards unless there's 8 people. So last week, like 2 days pre-show, number 7 signed up, and this morning number 8 signed up. So it was kind of just like a miracle in a way to compete for the pro card. So I remember when a promoter told me that there's gonna be a pro card given, I gasped because I was kind of like, it's crazy, you know, because I kind of went into this show thinking I still had to do like Oregon or New York, but in a way it's kind of like telling me like, you know, I can just go with my athletes, because you know it's kind of awkward when you want to compete against one of your clients versus compete with instead of against. So it's like that's the most de-stressful part about this, is that I don't have to compete against the guys I'm coaching, and I get to compete with them in a different category. So.
Now let me see. Show me. Woo.
Alright, hit it.
We are back at the
Yes.
hotel.
As you can see, we're pretty just chilled out right now from coming from a long show day, which is very eventful. Still processing everything, but I think the faster I process it, the quicker I can just get back to normal things, you know, like getting back to client updates, all that good stuff, right? Because at the end of the day, yes, it's my process, but come 2 days, I'm going to have to start focusing on the guys that are also in prep under my team, which is important, you know, because they're also putting in a good amount of work too. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. This is just the start of a very long season, but a very powerful start too.
What's next?
What's next?
Yes, so you said this is a start of a long season. Like, it's a good thing to say, like, yeah, I got my pro card, but what are these next competitions? Like, are they, because remember, like, if this is for YouTube,
Yes.
a lot of people in your YouTube channel, not all those people follow you on Instagram.
That's
So it's a
true,
good thing to
which you guys should.
people don't know is that you already have your pro card in bodybuilding and physique. Not everyone knows that. So
Yeah.
you are now a 3-time pro athlete. Is that how you say it?
I guess. Yeah.
So what is next after this?
So what is next? Next up is Europe in 5 weeks. We're going to the UK. It's good that you mentioned that, because we're competing now in bodybuilding as a pro, men's physique as a pro. And I need to talk to AJ about whether I'm still doing amateur classic now, because they don't have pro classic actually. So I probably have to do amateur classic anyway. Realistically, it's a different federation, so it's like, you know, that's like politics in natural bodybuilding, which, you know, realistically shouldn't be a thing, because if you love the sport, you just shouldn't have to say, oh, this federation's bad. It's just natural bodybuilding, man. November 1st, probably in New York, and then Worlds. So yeah, set the tone for the rest of the season. Job's not done. Thank you guys for watching.